do something. Your
Good afternoon. We are at Fish Fiesta Festival in Kisumu City, and I want to appreciate what the county government has done this morning. We've taken me to the Marine School, and we've also taken a bus to one of the highlands. And I want to appreciate what I've been able to see in this county. We have so many products in this county, and of course the leg being the biggest and the largest product that we can market Kisumu city. Of course, the Fish Fiesta is a beehive of activities running from Miss Tourism exhibitions and runways to Mr. Strength, Mr. Flexi, to Fish Festival itself, which we usually refer to as gastronomy happening here, the foods, the cuisines, the drinks of Kisumu, the dances, and quite a number of activities that are happening. But we've just launched the boat racing that is happening right at the lake, and we hope at the end of it we'll have winners of the same game. There's quite a lot, and I want to tell Kenyans that Kisumu County is prepared. They have quite a number of products that we want to market. As I experienced the water bus, I think it's high time for Kisumu now to connect us with Uganda and with Rwanda through the water bus, which is one product that we're looking forward for. And of course, beyond the water bus, for the normal people and for the medium class people, we're looking forward to having a luxury cruise ship that is running between Victoria all the way to Kisumu, from Kisumu City all the way to Kampala City in Uganda. What this means is that we're going to have tourists flowing in Kisumu from Uganda, from Rwanda, and we want to open this western circuit. Of course, there's quite a lot in this county, starting with the Impala Sanctuary, the Deer Reserve in this county, the Kitimikai, and we are expanding in terms of the tourism products that we have. We're going to gastronomy, which we are having today. We're going to agro-tourism, and we know Kisumu can fit. Agro-tourism is basically agriculture tourism, where the tourists can visit our plantation, Ahero rice growing area, and they experience the agro-tourism that we have there. They see the processing, the farming of rice, the processing of it up to the final products. The other areas that we're going is water sports, and that's why we're doing boat racing today. And we will expand this even to diving, because I know at the school, the Marine School, there's also a diving school that is there. We want to explore this. And Kisumu stands at such a point and that county that we can explore. Remember, Kenya has been sold by beach and wildlife, what we call safari. But it's high time that we move also and expand that territory from the beaches, from the ocean, now to exploring the lake, beach, tourism, which we can do in Lake Victoria and the other lakes that we have in this country. And that is one product that we're going to market and explore. What I can say about Kisumu is that Kisumu is very ready. The county government is very cooperative. We have His Excellency the Deputy Governor here representing the governor. We have the Minister of Trade and Tourism who is very passionate. And I believe the Fish Fiesta is one of its kind. It was done the first time in 2018, and because of COVID it went down. But today, in 2023, we see it bouncing back in a very big way. We've seen that the communities are very cooperative and they're excited about the whole thing. And I want to appreciate what Kisumu County is really doing. This means a lot in my Ministry of Tourism. And my work is to bring numbers. And you have seen that within the 5 months I've been in office, we've been able to boost the numbers by 600,000 tourists in this country, boosting that number from 870 to 1.4 million and 87. And this is just within a very short term. I'm looking forward to boosting the numbers of Kenya. in the next 2 to 3 years to 5.5 million. That means Mombasa will not be able to accommodate this 5 million. But Kisumu is another flow. We have now direct flights from here to Mombasa, and we have seen how many tourists are flowing, international tourists. I had a chat this morning with the deputy governor, and he has told me that there's quite a number of tourists who are coming. All I want to say is that we have seen a very cooperative county, and I want to thank the governor of this county. And I also want to call upon the people of Kisumu. As I give my whole life to promoting the Western Circuit, I want also you to maintain peace. We're very happy that we no longer have demonstration, and we want to thank your king man who agreed with the president of this nation that they're going to esteem peace in this country, and above all, build this country economically. And remember, the Kenya Kwanza manifesto and plan is to promote that small farmer, that small fisher, that lady or a man who has talent in the beauty and in the brain to come up. And this is exactly what we are doing. You can imagine if we are still in that era of last week, we will not be enjoying this. But I want to appreciate what the president has been able to do to reach over to our brother and our father, Raila Odinga, and come and bring peace in this nation. Thank you.
Governor in the first phase of evolution. So karibu sana. Now Kisumu is ready for investment. Kisumu is ready for tourism. Kisumu is ready for everything that can make our people gain employment, can make our people sell their wares, can make our people just put some money in their pocket of good food on the table. Now for that to happen, we need to showcase Kisumu, and this particular festival that we're calling Fish Fiesta, we are hoping that it will be an annual event. And I want to thank the CS. Why? Because she is here with all stakeholders, everybody who matters in showcasing our country, in showcasing our city, so that we can be able to attract the investment that we so much need, so that we can be able to attract the tourists that we so much need. So from morning, we've been doing activities. We've seen what there is at the Marine School, as you've been told. We've been able to see right inside the lake the resource that we have, together with the investments in the highlands that they are in. Now here, we are also, appreciating the talent that Kisumu has. From what you can see, I think all the beautiful women, I think, come from Kisumu. All the handsome men, come from Kisumu. If you think about tug of war, if you think about those who can ride, boats and all that kind of thing, we have been doing this for the last few months, and the next 3 days is going to be the culmination, or basically what we call the grand final of what is going on. Waziri, I know that there's we have like in Lamu, the Lamu Cultural Festival. We are looking forward to also having something that can bring people to Kisumu. And we appreciate the fact that now we have direct flights from between here and Mombasa. Mombasa is basically the tourist destination of our country. But people don't want to see the same thing every day. That's why we are saying we need to have, packages that include Mombasa and up countries, that they can be able to come and appreciate what the CS today has very meticulously enumerated. To all of us. So I want to ask the people of Kisumu to support what Governor Professor Peter Anyang, together with his team, are doing, so that we can actualize for our country. But there's something that is important that the CS has talked about today regarding the peace that we enjoy, at least for the last 1 week or so. I know that we were planning this thing from 2 months ago, and we were very worried, whether we're going to have this happening. But I want to join you in thanking the president of this country, and of course the right of Raila Amolo Odinga, who we refer to as Baba, for giving us a chance, another chance as Kenyans, to sit around a table and discuss our issues together, so that we move out as one indivisible country. But allow me to say this also, I have seen in the past few days, people strengthening their positions, especially those who are in Kenya Kwanza government. I want to request them from Kisumu that they need to give dialogue a chance. Kenya is for all of us. Kenya is one country that we would like to lose. So we are looking forward to that time when we'll all agree and move forward as a country.
Check 1 2.
Right, Captain, your team here very fast as we invite our Deputy Governor. We are just there, just perform on the ground there. Lorna, very fast. Lorna and your team.
But has been dealing with cultural entertainment for a long time in Kisumu, and here she is. Please welcome, enjoy. Tokiwinjo ka gimoro ili, gimoro lagi, just dance. Ujua ku dance miel esiri mar chuny, miela, tabu mantie biro rumo, kawi bari the dog piny, just dance. That is why we are here. Thank you so much. Everybody, tafadhali naomba wenye wako kule nyuma tuje turudi kumbele. We are back here. We finish this function from this side, then tuta continue. Right, Captain, take it over. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
So that was entertainment.
I now take this opportunity to invite our Deputy Governor, His Excellency Dr. Matthew Owili. Makofi kwa daktari.
Lona.
Asanteni sana wapendwa wa Kisumu, wangapi wamekaribisha the Cabinet Secretary for Tourism, Wildlife and Heritage? Nione kwa mkono hivi. Asante. So the Cabinet Secretary for Tourism, Wildlife and Heritage, the Honorable Penina Malonza, all our development partners present here today, our stakeholders in the tourism industry, my county cabinet colleagues, chief officers present, senior national and county officials present, the fisher folk, the artists, na wapendwa wa Kisumu. I take this opportunity on behalf of the Governor, Professor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o, to welcome you to the county of Kisumu and specifically to the beautiful city of Kisumu. For those of you who are visiting Kisumu for the first time, we welcome you to this historic Hippo Point Public Beach, one of the best known romantic lakefronts in East and Central Africa. The Hippo Point, where we are celebrating the Kisumu Fish Fiesta today, is well known for its vantage location. Here you can watch the beautiful sunset every evening as you enjoy panoramic view of the world's second largest freshwater lake. It is called Hippo Point because it is from here that you can watch some of the largest herds of giant hippopotamus in the lake. The county government of Kisumu is proud to have hosted you here today, Your Excellency. You know, once an excellency, always one. So we are happy, we are glad as a county to host you here today as we mark the climax of our 2023 Fish Fiesta, a month-long event that have ignited excitement and interest across the 8 sub-counties and beyond. This Fish Fiesta 2023 is a signature event organized by the county government of Kisumu through the Department of Trade, Tourism, Industry and Marketing under the marketing campaign Kisumu My Pride. This event aims at promoting and positioning the county as a tourism, trade and investment hub. As many of you are aware by now, Kisumu has emerged as one of the fastest growing cities in the region with untapped tourism and investment opportunities. In May last year, we hosted a very successful 9th edition of the AfriCity Summit, a Pan-African event that attracted a record of 11,000 delegates from across the world. It was the first time that the event was being held in an intermediary city. And Your Excellency, the national government was working with the county government to build probably the second largest conference center after KICC. It is still ongoing and we hope that your administration will put enough effort or prioritize it so that we can also benefit from what we call conference tourism within this region. Now the conference that I've talked about placed Kisumu on the global map and opened floodgates for international investments in Kisumu. Since that time, Your Excellency, we have signed many investment deals with both local and national partners. The most key ones being the Zipline drone services in Moroni sub-county and the MedAdditas Pharmaceuticals, which will be putting up drugs manufacturing factory in Kisumu. We are extremely happy at the increasing interest on Kisumu, hence the decision to hold this festival to showcase what Kisumu can offer in tourism. For us, ladies and gentlemen, we cannot talk about investment in this region without mentioning our largest natural resource, which is Lake Victoria. Kisumu County strategic advantage weather conditions, ladies and gentlemen, and overfishing has led to dwindling fish stocks. Plastic pollution in the lake has been on the increase of late. Sources through socio-economic product diversification for people living around the lake. It is up to the climax of this event today that in its run-up to the climax of this event today, the Department of Tourism, Trade and Marketing has hosted different activities in the sub-counties. These include Miss Tourism, Mr. Tourism, and I did mention earlier that Kisumu has the most beautiful women and the most handsome men. We have also hosted what we call Mr. Flex, Mr. Strong. We have had the boat race flagged off by Her Excellency. We have had exhibitions. We have had lakefront war, photo contest, students forum, and panel discussions, tug of war, among other activities. Today we are here to crown the month-long activities and to confirm that Kisumu remains the undisputed mother of Western Kenya tourism circuit. Now, through this campaign, we hope to reignite the Kisumu tourism industry, which was adversely affected by COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. During this sad period, the number of visitors to Kisumu shrank to almost zero. Hotels were closed and many employees lost their jobs. To this end, I wish to sincerely thank Madam Farida and her team for courting many partners to make this event a success. I hope that the success of this fiesta will help us make the Western Kenya circuit great again. We want to see a sharp increase in the number of tourists visiting Kisumu and other destinations in the Lake Region Economic Bloc. Now, this circuit has some of the most unique and exciting tourism destinations. Beside Lake Victoria and its scenic beaches and bird watching havens, Kisumu's strategic location in the Lake region and proximity to other tourism destinations in the Western Circuit has given it an advantage. For example, tourists visiting Kisumu can easily access the Kakamega Forest, Masai Mara, Ruma National Park in Homa Bay, and Timlichohinga in Migori. On this note, I would like to appeal to the Tourism Fund to help develop the hospitality industry in the Lake region by loaning more money to those in the hotel industry. We discussed this at length when officials from the fund paid our governor a courtesy call in his office. Ladies and gentlemen, as the name suggests, the Fish Fiesta event has helped us to learn more about the Lake Victoria fisheries, especially the many fish species in the lake. I trust our officials have taken time to explain to the visitors how to eat fish, mostly the popular tilapia. In Doluo, we call it ngege. If this has not been done, can we ensure that our visitors from the lake region learn the antics of fish eating? Do you start eating tilapia from the head or from the tail? You may want to ask yourself. Now, what's the difference between tilapia boiled, wet fried, or pan fried? How are these delicacies prepared? You may want to ask yourself those questions. What about the belief that eating more fish sharpens the brain and makes children perform better in class? You may want to ask yourself those questions as well. After all this will help brighten the Fish Fiesta. We want to once again, on behalf of our governor, welcome you, Your Excellency, and your team to Kisumu, na wale wote ambao wamefika Kisumu kwa siku yao ya kwanza. We want to welcome you once again. Atieko kamano, tadwana mwana wachi mwana machuo kende in Kifaransa. Adokero kamano kumbiro mang'eny kawuono mondo mi wabed gi nyasi mar Fish Fiesta. Wasewacho mbele kacha ni nyasi ni dhi miyo koro waketo Kisumu e map mondo mi wayud joma nyalo biro keto mwandu ka jodala oyud kuma nyalo yude tije kata kuma ginyalo use mwandu gi. Wawacho bende ni joma biro limbe piny mar Kenya ng'eny gi gibiro e Mombasa kocha. Koro dwani mondo mi waket program maber manyalo miyo wabiro jolimbe mang'eny koni, nikech ka gibiro gima dho ngere luongo ni tourists to giweyo omuom ka manyalo konyo gero ang'owa gero county. Mar adek, ne wawacho bende ni nyasi ni bende wang'eyo godo talanta mag nyithindwa. Uneno ka watimo gimiluongo ni tag of war kacha. Aneno ka nyaka moko ne kanyo kendo giywaji kabisa. Ano ka aja kacha na Kisumu ka. Aja no ni wala kono kula ti Kisumu. Aneno ke kanyo. To bende uneno nyithindo mabeyo mowuotho ka. Okay? Ma very beautiful gidongere. Uneno jiwuoyi bende ma slope mawuok e nam ang'owa, nam Lolwe ka. Uneno joma bende riembo ang'owa, riembo boats. Okay? Kata yie gi Dholuo. Omiyo we are also using this opportunity to showcase talent. Uneno joma wer kanyo, and to also ensure that those who are talented bende yudo thuolo maginyalo nyiso ang'owa kaka gin talented. Omiyo odwoko kamano ahinya ne Governor Professor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o, to moloyo ahinya ne team minister no yiero motegno kabisa miluongo ni Faida Salim, kendo ne osetiyo matek gi team mare mondo gimed gino bedo obed kare. With those many remarks, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my singular honor to invite up front, and I would like for you to stand up as we invite the minister to come and address us. Karibu sana waziri. Sijui kama tungemweka wimbo gani tuone vile najua kucheza. Neno konge miel kabisa. Ndio kama hano. Tuwapane uruwako biro lwedo achirari adek. Haya, karibu sana waziri, karibu.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Kisumu County, Dr. Mathis Owili, the CEC Trade, Tourism and Marketing, Madam Farida, the other CECs who are here, CEC Sports, CEOs from the county government of Kisumu and my ministry, senior government officials, senior county officials, our distinguished guests, good afternoon. Amasau ni misawa. Amasau ni misawa. Asante, that's the little I have been able to teach myself well here, but I remain your in-law and I will learn more. It gives me great pleasure to join you all at this year's Fish Fiesta event and festival, which is one of its kind in this region and the country at large. Let me take this opportunity to thank His Excellency, the Governor of Kisumu County, Professor Anyang' Nyong'o, for inviting me together with his Minister for Trade and Tourism. Indeed, it is a great honor for me to be here in the county of Kisumu after many years. I was around when I was working with Compassion International, and this is another opportunity that I'm here. The Fish Fiesta represents one of unique tourism products diversification in this region. For me, this is the beginning of the development of culinary tourism in the Western tourism circuit. And I want to say that this is a beehive of culinary tourism in this region in the name of Fish Fiesta. There is beehived with boat racing, tug of war, gastronomy or cuisines and drinks, beauty and brains, strength and tourism has witnessed exponential rise in the past few decades. In other countries, this type of tourism is enormous and generates lots of income to the locals. In fact, some regions offer food tours where you can sample food in a fast regions. As a result, cities that are particularly known for their excellent food and beverages have begun to offer organized tours that take people to the best places to eat and drink. Like we have here in this city, the place I used to go, it was called Rwanda, but now I hear you've already changed it to another destination. And I think Kisumu can do this better than any other city and county elsewhere. Culinary tourists can also specifically food, rituals and customs. And that's why we're doing fish, which is the resource and the only well done in this part of the country. This can be packaged through cultural tourism. For instance, we know what happens when we eat the head of fish and many more parts of the fish. This storytelling can be a great attraction both regionally and internationally, and will support our strategy on promoting the consumption of other tourism products other than beach and safari. Ladies and gentlemen, Kisumu is also known to be one of the historical towns in Western Kenya. And before devolution, the government through the ministry responsible for culture prioritized this region as a focal point for cultural promotion, preservation, and development. As such, a number of community cultural centers were developed as focal points for practicing and preserving of culture heritage in this region. They include the Kisumu Cultural Center, Siaya Cultural Center, Kongelo Cultural Center, and Mumias Central Center. just to mention but a few. I am happy to announce that the National Museums of Kenya is in the process of undertaking documentation and gazettement of important heritage sites within Kisumu and Kakamega counties. This will offer new products and experiences that's reinventing tourism in the Western Circuit. I also urge the National Museums of Kenya to work closely with the local communities in the two counties in order to enhance their livelihoods. This can be done through projects such as crafting, dance, creative art, music for cultural tourism products. Let National Museum of Kenya collaborate with Kisumu to develop a cultural festival for the county with specific themes annually, like the Fish Fiesta Festival. We also have a state corporation by the name National Heroes Council that establishes a criteria for identifying, selecting, honoring, and recognition of our national heroes. And you know very well, Kisumu County is very rich with heroes and heroines. And therefore we will be doing identification, selection, and finally honoring them and recognizing them as national heroes. I promise to work with the governor of this county to honor the heroes from this county. Ladies and gentlemen, I would not be lying if I said that Kisumu is the largest place for tourism activities, blessed with a mix of tourism products, both on the land and on the water. It is here in Kisumu County that we have the Impala Sanctuary and the Dere Island National Park. Just to mention a few, the Impala Sanctuary is a facility that has both free roaming and captive wildlife in standard enclosures. It hosts impalas, the rare Sitatunga antelope, as well as the big cats, buffaloes, giraffes, among others. The sanctuary is also home to 5 campsites, all with spectacular views of Lake Victoria, bird watching, nature walks, and glass-bottomed boat rides, complementing the activities availed at the sanctuary. On the other hand, located on the Lake Victoria, Dere Islands National Park is a haven for birds with over 100 different species of birds, including African fish eagles, black-headed gonolets, and gray-headed kingfishers. The lakeshore also supports a wide variety of animals, including hippos, monitor lizards, male crocodile, several fish species, snakes, baboons, impalas, the rare Statuga, antelopes, waterbirds, zebras, and waffles. Truly, it deserves the nickname Highland of Serenity and Beauty. And I believe that now is the right time for us to draft the management plans for both the Impala Sanctuary and Dere Island National Park. These management plans will offer a framework that will encourage everyone to work together to conserve and enhance the uniqueness of these places for the benefit of all. Finally, I want to assure you all that we are going to work with the private sector enterprises located in various parts of the country to promote affordable travel. Even as we speak today, we are in the process of reviewing our national tourism policy to capture the inspirations of the common Mwananchi so that we can have an inclusive tourism consumption. I am also aware that the Council of Governors is in touch with all the 47 counties and is in the process of developing tourism products that we can can promote so that we have equitable distribution of our tourism benefits to the locals who host the products. I want to assure you all that our marketing agency, KTB, is readily available to help you market these products. With those few remarks, allow me to thank you for listening to me, and also allow me to say a few words from my heart. Asanteni sana wananchi wa Kisumu County. County ambayo tunayojivunia sana kwa utamaduni na kwa wingi wa maji ambayo tunaifurahia siku ya leo. Nimefurahia zaidi kuwa hapa kushughulika pamoja nani katika kumbukumbu hii ya kipekee ya kusherekea mambo ya mlo wa samaki wetu ambao ndio baadhi ya vile vitu Mungu ametubariki naso. And therefore I want to thank you, people of Kisumu County. I want to tell you that you're blessed with mass water, but also you have a lot of tourist attraction that we can market you for. As you've listened to the Deputy Governor of this county this afternoon, you've heard him state clearly the resources and the attractions that you have in this county. And therefore my work will be to connect you with the tourists and to market you. And therefore I want to promise that I work with the governor of this county and my good friend Professor Nyang to ensure that we accomplish this. What we want in tourism is that we engage in a ministry and in an industry that is going to support the common mwananchi. This is the real bottom up. When I begin bringing tourists here, we will have our young men, the ones who have danced for me this morning. You will have a work to dance for a tourist at a pay, not for free. The young men who are doing the tug of war, you will have an activity that is paid out of your talents. The Miss Tourist, the beauty and the brains that we have, and I want to echo my colleague and friends, Deputy Governor who has said we have the most beautiful, and I want to add, very elegant ladies here. You are so blessed with such beauty and brains, and we want to use those beauty and brains also to bring something. God created you uniquely, so beautiful, with some posture that none of us has, and therefore you should begin. You know very well this country has been known for beach and sand, which is in Mombasa, and for wildlife, which we normally call the safari. This time we are diversifying and expanding the category to have the lake beach tourism, to have the water buses, the cruise ship,